Hi, and thanks for joining us for our class today. So today we're going to do a range of exercises to work throughout the body. We're going to really work on some strengthening of our muscles, as well as exercises that are going to challenge the stability and the control of our movement as well. So there are going to be a few tough challenges in there today. So remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with. But as much as possible, I'm going to demonstrate some options to those exercises. So just work to a level that feels right for you. So we're going to start today in standing and warm up, and we're going to come down onto our backs onto the mat, a little bit onto our sides, and then into sitting as well today. So when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to bring our toes apart and those heels apart, so our feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, I want you to transfer that weight coming to the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So that weight's going nice and evenly down through your feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis. Very gently, we're going to just tilt that pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just nice and gently forwards and back. And again, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So we're in that nice neutral position. Good. Those ribs are nice and soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Lovely. So we're going to start by bringing your hands up into our book opener. So I want you to bring your palms facing towards you. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to open those arms out, open that chest and fold back. Good. Opening out and folding back. So breathe out as we open out. Breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you're opening out, nice and wide. Breathe in to fold back. Good. So we're just opening out through that chest. Lovely. Folding back. Good. Opening out and fold back. Lovely. And again. Good. Opening out and folding back. Great. Now on this next one, we're going to open out, hold that open position. I want you to bring your hands above your head, fold back down and come back in. Good. So opening out, reach above, coming back down, folding in. Now if you can on this next one, we're going to open out, come up on those toes at the same time, come down and fold back in. Good, so opening out, bringing those heel raises down and back. Lovely. And back. Lovely. Opening out, lifting up, lowering and down. Well done. And again, opening out, lifting up, down and back. Lovely. Last few. Reaching up, down and back. Lovely. One more time. Lift up, lowering and back. Well done. And relax those arms down, relax those shoulders. Very good. Okay, so let's work our legs now with a few squats. So still keeping those feet that hip width distance apart. We're going to sit that bottom behind us. Imagine you've got a chair behind you. You're going to sit back into. We're going to drop down and lift up. Good. Now keep those knees that hip width distance apart. So we're dropping down and lifting up. Well done. And again, drop down, lift up. Dropping down and lifting up. Well done. And again, drop down, lift up. So those knees going over those toes, staying that hip width distance apart. Good. And again, dropping down, reaching up. Dropping down and reaching up. Lovely. Now on this next one, we're going to drop down, hold that position. I want you to bring those arms back, so just a little bit back from your trunk there, and we're going to pulse our hands along that side of the body. So breathing in and out, pulsing those hands, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. One more time, breath in and out. And then floating back out. Lovely. Let's do that one more time. So we're going to drop down, bring those arms along the side of the body, and we're going to pulse those hands, breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Feeling that in those legs. Well done. Pulsing those arms, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. One last time. Breathing in and out. And floating those arms back. Well done. Relaxing those arms back down. Well done. Okay, so this time we're going to work our legs a little bit more. We're going to bring one leg just in front. Just keeping that pelvis nice and level. We're going to lift this leg up into that scissor position and then lower back down. So flexing that hip, lift up, tap down. Well done. And again, lifting up, tap down. This leg you're standing on is working hard to support you as you're lifting and lowering that leg. Well done. So if you can, we're going to float the hands up and lower down together. Float up together and lowering back down. Well done. And down. Very good. Lifting up and lowering down. Well done. And down. Very good. Now on this next one, we're going to lift up, hold this position if you can, and we're going to open our arms, open the leg out into like a hip twist movement, fold back and down. Well done. And again, lifting up, opening out, fold back together. Well done. Lower back down. Good. And again, lifting up, open out together, fold back and lower back down. And again, lift up, open out, fold back and down. And again, lift up, open out, fold back and down. Well done. Last few. Lift up. Just opening out as far as you feel comfortable to control. Lower down. One last time. Lift up, opening out, fold back and down. Well done. Very good. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So opposite leg just in front. This pelvis staying nice and level. We're going to lift up, flex that hip, tap down. And again, lift up, tap down. And again, lift up, tap down. Good. So just flexing that hip, lowering down. And again, we're going to raise our hands up to that shoulder at the same time if you can. Lift up, tap down. Good. So just floating up together and lowering down together. Well done. And again, lifting and lowering. Good. And again, lift up and lower. And down. Well done. Lifting and lowering. Well done. Lift up, lower down. Now, on this next one, if you can, we're going to lift up, hold that there. Open out into that hip twist, fold back together, lower down. Good. And again, lifting up, opening out, folding back and down. Well done. Lift up, open out, fold back and down. Good. So nice and control. Just opening that leg as far as you can control. It's not a big movement. So lift up, open out, fold back and down. And again, lift up, open out, fold back and down. Last few here. Lifting, opening out, folding back and down. One last time. Lift up, open out, fold back and lower back down. Well done. Float that leg back in. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to come sideways on now. I'm going to go into a lunge position here. So I'm going to reach one leg back. I want you to float your hands forward into this lunge, holding this position, and we're going to reach our arm back into our arm opening and forwards. And again, reaching back and forwards. Good. And again, reaching around and back and forwards. Lovely. Same arm, reaching back and forwards. One more time. And forwards. And then floating back up. Well done. We're going to switch legs. So opposite leg reach back. We're going to drop down into that lunge, arms forward, and reach with the opposite arm round and back and forwards. And again, round and back, forwards. Good. So just opening out through that chest again. Well done. Reaching round and back, forwards. And again, reach around. Good. One last time. Reaching back and forwards, and then lifting back up. Well done. And let's step back from there. Well done. Okay, so let's do a few roll downs just to get our backs moving as well. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, just curling slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in at the end there. Then as you breathe out, I want you to slowly restack that spine, gently back up into standing. Lovely. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there, and as you breathe out, gently restacking back up into standing. Good. We'll do that again. So breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, just really curling down through that spine, rolling those hands gently down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there, and then as you breathe out, slowly coming back up into that standing position. Beautiful. One last time. Breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands down, coming down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end here. And as you breathe out, slowly lifting back up into standing. Relax those shoulders down. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our mats, onto our backs, and continue our class from there. Okay, so we're going to continue our class down here onto our backs on the mat. So feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Just to start with, just tilt that pelvis forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So we're in that nice neutral position of our pelvis. Those ribs are nice and soft, those collarbones wide, and that neck long and lifted from there. Well done. Okay, so we're going to start here with a double leg stretch. So we're going to float our hands up towards the ceiling. And let's just start with our arms to begin with to warm up. And we're going to reach our arms up and over our head, come around in that D shape, and then back to that start. So breathing out as you reach away, breathe in as you come around and back. Good. Breathing out. Breathe in as you come around and back. Good. And again, breathing out. Breathe in as you come around and back. And again, breathing out. Breathe in as you come around and back. One more time. Reaching away and around and back. Good. Now we can either see it with a single leg. We're going to reach away and fold back. Or if that's comfortable, we can come straight into a double leg and we're going to reach away and then fold back. So breathe out as you reach away. Breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you reach that leg away, breathe in as you fold back. Well done. Reaching away and folding back. So nice control of that movement. But if that feels too much with both legs lifted, then just come back down to that single leg reach and fold back. You can always mix and match through those. You don't have to stay at one, but make sure you're keeping that control. We're not letting our back arch, those ribs flare. We're keeping that control through the center as we reach the arm and leg away. Well done. Breathing out, breathe in to fold back. Well done. Good. And again, reaching away and folding back. Reaching away and fold back. Well done. A few more here. Reach away and folding back. Well done. Now if that feels comfortable, if you want just a little extra challenge for the last few, we come back into that tabletop. As we reach away, we can stretch both legs together and then fold back. Breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in. If you can, but that only if you feel comfortable. Good, last few. Reaching away and folding back. Well done. And let's do one more. Reaching away and folding back. Well done. Lower those legs if they're lifted and then float those arms back down by your side. Very good. Okay, so we're going to go into our bridge from here. So feet just tucked up a little bit towards your bottom so we don't get cramp in your hamstrings. Knees at hip width distance apart, arms relaxed down by your side. So we'll take a breath in together here. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, use those bottom muscles lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, gently walking that spine back down onto the mat. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Use those bottom muscles to help lift you up. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, gently coming back down to that start. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, slowly walking that spine back down onto the mat. Good. And again, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up, breath in here. And as you breathe out, slowly walking back down. Good. Now either staying here, or if you can, we're going to add in a leg stretch. So we're going to lift up, keeping that pelvis nice and level. If you can, we're going to reach the leg away and fold back. Stay here if you can. Opposite leg, reach away. And then slowly coming back down. Well done. And again, lifting up into that bridge. If you can, we're going to reach the leg away, fold back down, reaching away and back. Well done. Lowering down. Very good. So making sure if you're adding that leg stretch in, only if you can, that you're not letting that bottom dip, okay? We're trying to keep that nice and level. So just watch for that. Sometimes just resting your fingers on those hip bones, you can just feel if you're dipping on one side or not. So keeping that nice and level, reaching away. Good. Excellent. And lowering down. Very good. And then peeling that spine back down. Good. Now if you can on this last view, we're going to lift up into that bridge again. If you're stretching the leg, we can keep that stretch. We're going to lift up and down, lift up and down, then lower the leg back down. If you can, stay here. Reach the other leg, up and down, and up and down. Lowering the leg and lowering back down. Very good. Let's just do a few here. So we're lifting up. Opposite leg again if you can. Reach away, down, up, down, and lowering. Opposite leg, reach away, lift up, down, up, down. Lowering the leg, peeling that spine back down. Good. Let's just do the last couple here. Reaching up. Keep that nice and level. Reach that leg away. Up, down if you can. Up, down. Lowering. Opposite leg. Reaching away. Up and lower. And down. Well done. Walking that spine down. Very good. Last time. Lifting up. Into that bridge. Very good. Reaching the leg. Up and down. Up, down, and lower, opposite leg. Good. And then lowering gently back down from there. Very good. Let's bring those knees in, have a little hug and stretch that out. Very good. Well done. So just a nice deep breath in and out here. On the out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch. Just that little bit further if you can. Well done. Breath in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Good. And then just lowering those legs one at a time back to that start. Okay, so we're going to bring our abdominals in a little bit more here with our hundreds movement. So we've got a couple of options with our leg position. So we can either keep our feet down if that feels comfortable, you can stay there, or we can bring leg into a single tabletop and you can switch after about 5 breath cycles. Or if you can, we're going to bring both legs up into double tabletop. Now, as we're going to keep them here, we can bring our knees and our feet together if you're in tabletop. And we're going to reach our fingertips away. And this is when we're going to pulse our hands as if you're imagining that you're sort of slapping your hands on the surface of water. So reach those fingertips away and we're going to pulse our hands, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, breathing in and out. Good, now if you can, we're going to lift our head into that abdo prep position and hold this here if you can. So we're going to breathe in and out. Good, but you can lower your head as you need to if you want to. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in and out. Good, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in and out. Good, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, pulsing those arms as if you're really slapping on that surface of water with purpose. Good, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in and out. Good, a few more here, breathing in and out. Keep those fingertips reaching away. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's do one more. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lower that head if it's lifted, lower those arms, and one at a time bring those legs back down. Very good. Let's have a really quick stretch out. Just a quick recovery stretch. Breathing in and out from here. Very good. One more time. And out. Good, and then just lowering those legs down back to that start. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come around onto our sides, but we're going to come up onto our elbow to begin with because we're going to do our side bend here. So I want you to have that elbow really directly underneath that shoulder here, so that hand's just resting that forearm onto the mat there. So we have a very slight flexion at our hips here, so they're just slightly forward with those knees, just allows us to come up into that diagonal. I want you to keep these collarbones nice and wide in this movement. Now just staying here, you can actually feel those muscles really engaging and working, and this might feel enough for you. In that case, that's fine. But if you can, we're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to lift up into this side bend position and then lower down. If that's really challenging, you could have the hand in front and just support you lifting up if you need to, okay? But otherwise, we'll have our arm down by our side. Breath in, as we breathe out, we're going to lift up and lower. Good, and again, lifting up and lowering. Now, if you can with this top arm, we're going to lift up, reach it up and over, stretching over here, and then lowering back down. Good. And again, reaching up and over and lowering down, keeping this chest wide. Good. And again, reaching up and over and lowering down. Good. And again, reaching up and over and lowering down. Good. And again, reaching up and over and lowering down. A few more here. Reaching up and lowering down. Good. Reaching over and down. Let's do one more time. Reach up and over, lengthen through, and then lowering down from there. Well done. Okay, so if you've got a thicker block, you can just grab that now, and we're going to come all the way down onto our sides from here. Okay, so I want you to stretch out through that lower leg here. We're going to keep our top leg bent, and we're going to do a little half moon here, so a bit of a variation on our clam type movement. So it's going to really work through our glutes. So lower leg straight, top leg bent. I want you to tap this knee in front of you, and then we're going to lift it over and tap the foot behind. So tapping the knee in front, lift over, tapping behind. So you're kind of going this half moon shape, hence the name, and tapping behind. Good. So tap that knee in front, lift up, tapping behind. So nice and control through that movement, really controlling those glutes as we bring that leg down, lifting over, tapping behind. Good. Tapping that knee in front, tapping that foot behind. Good. Nice and control, tapping behind. Good. A few more here. Coming behind, tap that knee in front, good, and tapping behind, lovely, and tap behind, good, well done. Bring that knee forwards and tap behind. Last few, well done, good, just nice and control. And let's do one last one. Bring that knee in front and tapping behind. Well done. I want you to stretch that leg back out along that other leg now. So we're going to keep these legs straight, feet just slightly in front of you, so very slight flexion at that hip. And we're going to lift this leg up and out to the side, lower back down. So lifting up and lowering. Well done. Lift up and lower. Good. So toes lifting up, lowering down. So point the toes as you go up, flex the foot as you come down. Point the toes as you go up, flex as you come down. Well done. And down. So point the toes as you come up, flex as you come down. Good. Point as you lift up, flex as you come down. Good. And again, point as you lift up, flex as you come down. Well done. Lovely. And this time we're going to lift up, flex the foot here. Let's do 8 little pulses. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower that leg down. Oh, well done. Bend those knees up. Give that muscle a little rest there. Okay, let's rest those legs in this position. Keep them bent, and we're going to drop our block down onto the floor, and we're going to have our arms out in front here. So we're going to go into our arm opening stretch. So we're going to lift up through this top arm, opening around and back, following that head, just rolling on that block, and then forwards. Good. And again, lifting up that top arm, opening around and back, and then forwards. Good. And again, lift up through that top arm, coming around and back, following that head, just rolling on that block, and then back to that start. And again, lifting up, coming around and back, and then forwards. Well done. And again, lift up through that top arm, following that head, just rolling on the block, and then back to that start. Okay, so don't pull through your shoulder too much, bend that elbow if you need to. We're just coming round, opening out through that chest, and then slowly coming forwards. And again, opening out round and back, and then back to that start. Well done. Good. And back. Let's do one more here. Lift up through that top arm, coming around and back, following with that head, and then coming back to that start position. Well done. Okay, so let's come up and over onto the opposite side to do the same again. So we're going to start with that side bend. So we'll just use that block in a minute. So we're going to have our elbow directly underneath those shoulders. hand just in front there. So just a slight bend at those hips, so the knees are just sitting slightly in front, and we're going to keep this chest, this collarbone nice and wide here. So as before, remember, just being in this position, you're really engaging through those obliques, engaging through those abdominals. So that might be enough, but if you can, we're going to lift up into that side bend position and then lower back down. As before, if that feels too challenging, you could raise your hand in front and just support your lift up if you want to. Otherwise, if you can, top arm, we're going to just lift up here and then lower. So that elbow's directly underneath that shoulder as you're lifting and lowering. So as I lift up, this is nice and wide into that diagonal. Good. Now, if you can with this top arm, we're going to lift up, reach that arm up and over, and then back down. Very good. And again, reaching up and over and down. Good. Breathing out as you reach up and over, breathing in as you lower down. Well done. Reaching over and lowering down. Last few here. Reaching over and down. Well done. And again, reaching over and down. One last time, reaching over and then lowering down from there. Very good. Okay, so let's grab that block again. We're going to lower ourselves down onto our sides here. So as we did before, we're going to have that lower leg straight and this top leg bent, and we're going to start with our little half moon movement here. So we're going to bring that leg just that hip height level, and then we're going to tap that knee in front, coming up and over, tapping that foot behind. Tapping that knee in front, up and over, tap behind. So it's quite a lot of control involved in this movement. So you'll really feel that working into those glutes as we continue. But actually it's really hard to think about controlling that movement. So we're going in that sort of little half moon shape here. As we bring the knee tapping in front, coming over, tapping the foot behind. Knee tapping in front, tapping behind with that foot. Good. Lifting over, tapping back. Very good. And again, tapping the knee in front, tapping behind. Well done. And back. Good. Tapping that knee in front and tapping behind. Very good. Few more here. Really controlling that movement. Feel that muscle really kicking in there. Well done. And back. So tapping in front and tapping behind. Very good. Few more. And back. Well done. Tapping in front and tapping behind. Good. Well done. Good control as you tapping forward, tapping back. Last couple. Well done. And back one more time. Tapping in front, tapping behind, and then straighten that leg back out there. Very good. So we're going to keep those legs straight, feet just in front of you here, slight bend in those hips, and we're going to lift this top leg up and out to the side and lower back down. And again, lifting up and lowering. So if you can, we'll point the toes, lift up, flex the foot to lower. Point the toes, lift up, flexing to lower. Good. So keeping those hips stacked as you lift up and lower. Point the toes, lift up, flex the foot to lower. So keeping those hips stacked. Point the toes, lift up, flex the foot to lower. Well done. Point the toes, lift up, flex the foot to lower. And again, point the toes to lift up, lowering down. Well done. Keeping those hips stacked and down. Well done. Point the toes, lift up, flexing to lower. Well done. On this next one, we're going to lift up, flex the foot, and let's do 8 little pulses. So go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower that leg down. Oh, well done. Bend those knees up. So let's keep those knees bent, give them a little rest for a minute, and we're going to drop our block down onto the floor. So your head's at the front of it, arms out in front, and we go into our arm opening stretch here. So we're going to lift up through this top arm, opening round and back, following that head, just rolling on that block, and then slowly coming back to that start. And again, lifting up, opening round and back, following that head, just rolling on the block, and then back to that start. And again, lift up, opening round and back, and forwards. Good. And again, lift up through that top arm, coming around and back, and then back to that start. Good. So don't pull through your shoulder too much. Remember, just Bend that elbow if you need to, so just opening gently out through that chest and then back again. And again, lifting up and over and back. Lift up through that arm, opening out around and back and then forwards. Good. Round and back and then forwards. Lovely. A few more here. Just rotating through that upper spine and back. Well done. Good. And then forwards. And let's do one more here, lifting up, coming around and back, and then back to that start position. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come up into sitting from here. Just move that block around again. So we're going to come into our sitting position, knees bent up, so our feet and knees are that hip width distance apart. And we're going to just start with some oblique rollbacks here. So again, so just to kick in those abdominals a little bit. So we're going to float our hands up towards that shoulder height here, neck nice and long. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to open the arm back, reaching round and back, and then coming forwards. Good. And again, opposite arm, opening out, round and back, and then forward. So we have a slight rotation to it here, just to bring in those obliques as we come around. And again, opening around and fold back. Good. Opening around and back and then forwards. Good. Rotating around and reaching forwards. Good. Opening round and back and forwards. Very good. And back. So opening out through as we dropping down. Very good. We'll do a few more each side. Opening out and forwards. So that movement can be nice and wide if you can, but if you need to, you can just make that movement a little bit smaller. That's a little bit easier to control. Good. Opening round and back. Let's do one more each side. Opening out and back. Good. And then relaxing those arms down. Well done. So we're going to work our arms a little bit here with some tricep dips. So we're going to keep our feet in this position. And I want you to bring your hand, so those palms are onto the mat, fingers facing down towards your feet. And there's just a little bit behind those shoulders here. So we're going to do a few little tricep dips. So we're going to keep our elbows in towards you. And then we're going to just drop down and then back up. Good. So we're just dropping down and back up. So let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, keep that neck nice and long, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back up. Very good. And we're going to do another 8 here if you can, okay? If you need to, just have a quick rest. So keeping those elbows in towards you. So we're going to work those triceps and we're going to dip down. 8, 7, 6, keep those collarbones wide. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and last one, 1. And then lifting up and coming forwards nice and tall. Very good. Okay, so last thing, staying in this position, we're going to do just a few rollbacks here, again just to work those tummy muscles a little bit more. So we're going to have our hands forward, take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're just going to half roll back. So we're just going to tuck that pelvis down, reaching back just halfway, use those tummy muscles to come forwards and lift up. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, reaching back, breathing in as you fold back forwards. Good. And again, reaching back, breathing in as you fold forwards. Good. So just going back as far as you feel you can then comfortably come back forwards. So we can challenge that a little bit more, coming a little bit lower and then restacking back forwards. Good. And again, reaching back and then coming forwards. If you're feeling really strong, then we can roll back. You can roll all the way back down if you want to. And then as again, nice and controlled, lifting back up. Good, so we have that as an option if you want to. Rolling down and then gently rolling, nice and controlled, lifting forwards. Good. Or we can just half roll back and reach forward. We're just going to do a few more here. Controlling back, reaching forwards. Good. So let's just do one last time with your half roll back or all the way rolling back down and then coming back up forwards as you lift arms. Good. So once you've done that, coming back to that start, and then we're going to roll down onto our backs, but I won't make you roll back up, so just comfortably roll down onto your back here and then bring those arms back down by your side. Very good. So let's just have a nice stretch out here onto your back. So we're going to just put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open here. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, let's bring the other leg up and towards you and just bring that leg in gently and have a nice little stretch out. So take a nice deep breath in here. As you breathe out, relax down into that stretch out a little bit further if you can. Breath in and out, holding that stretch. Well done. And again, breath in and out, just relaxing down. Well done. Holding that there, very good. And then just lowering the leg back down, very good. Other side, we're going to put the opposite knee, foot onto the other knee, allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. Breathing in and out, just relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. Breath in and out, sinking down. Very good. Breathing in and out. And then just lowering that leg down. Then arms down by your side or out to the side of you. We're going to drop the knees over to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side if you can. And then use those toe muscles to bring the knees back up and over to that opposite side. So opening out, coming back up and over to that opposite side. Well done. So just have a nice little rotation stretch here just to open out through that spine. Just as we're cooling down, dropping those knees over, coming back up and over. Well done. Good, dropping the knees over, coming up and over. Well done, dropping those knees, lifting up. Good, rotating side to side, well done. Let's do one more each side, dropping those knees over, it feels good to do. Drop the knees over, rotating through, coming back up and over and onto that opposite side. Well done. And then just bringing those arms back down by your side. So let's stretch through the backs of our legs. So knee up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, toes pointing up to the ceiling. You can use your hand to support that leg there if you want to. We're going to hold this stretch. So just take a nice deep breath in and out. Just relaxing, no tension in those shoulders. Good, breathing in and out. And let's just move that stretch slightly by pointing and flexing through that ankle. Just gently here. Well done. Pointing and flexing, good. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up to the ceiling, lengthening through the back of the leg, well done, breathing in and out. And again, breath in and out. And then relax that leg down, well done. Opposite leg, knee up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, holding that stretch there, breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Very good. And if you can, we're going to just point and flex through the ankle here, just changing that slightly. Good, just pointing and flexing. Well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through, well done. And then just lowering that leg back down, well done. Okay, so let's come up into sitting here. So sitting comfortably with your legs crossed, legs out in front, wherever you like. Just going to do a few little stretches to finish off. So relax those shoulders here, well done. Okay, so we're going to bring our hands up into that book opener here. So palms facing towards you, breath in As you breathe out, we're going to open out through that chest and folding back. And again, opening out and folding back. Good. So just breathing out as you open out wide. Breathe in as you bring those arms back. Breathe out as you open out wide. Breathe in as you fold back. Good. And again, breathing out. Breathe in as you fold back. Breathing out. Breathe in as you fold back. Well done. And breathe in. Well done. And breathe in as you fold back. Well done. Last one here. Folding back and then bring those arms down. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to reach our arms up in that Y and then folding back down. Good. And again, reaching up and out and folding back down. Good. And again, reaching up in that Y shape and folding back down. Good. One more time, reaching up and then relaxing those arms back down. Well done, relaxing those shoulders round. Fantastic. Oh, well, thanks for joining us for our class today. I hope you've enjoyed it and we'll see you next time.